Maybe you go. Hey, beauties. We are streaming live. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hello, hello. Very excited. Here we are to the big 90-minute masterclass to unlock the spark to profitable growth in your beauty business in 3 easy ways. Good morning, everyone. So, I'm just going to be looking out on my phone to see who's coming on live and just comment here and let me know where you're coming in from. And I can see who's coming. There's beautiful, beautiful souls coming in today. I'm very familiar with most of you, but do definitely let me know when you're here. Um, there is a delay jumping over with the comments. So if I don't respond straight away, it doesn't mean I'm not looking or I'm not interacting with you. It's just that there is a delay connecting through Zoom into Facebook. That is all good. Um, so beauties, today I'm going to jump straight into it. And through our 90-minute masterclass, my goal is to spark fresh energy into your beauty business, shedding light onto any blind spots and unlocking untapped potential. Because you know what? There is so much potential and opportunity each and every encounter with each and every client and customer that we have a conversation with, no matter where we are. We could be in the bank, the post office, in a Pilates yoga class. We could be picking up a chai or coffee, and people just want to interact with you, and you tell them what you do. In those little opportunities is an opportunity that could turn into a client, because that happens all the time. I don't know about you, but definitely for me. So I really value your time today. It's a power pack 90 minutes. Hopefully you've got some water or a drink, your favorite drink, to keep you hydrated through the full time of 90 minutes. Pen and paper, you'll be needing to take some notes. So make sure that is happening. I am so excited. If you can't tell, my energy is enthused to be here with you all, and I want to give you a fresh, invigorated approach to so you walk away feeling clear and inspired to make shifts that propel your business towards greater success. And that is so exciting, I find, because if one, you've got some tools and some tangible tools to walk away with, and a mind shift shifts, then you're able to really access the value I'm going to be giving with you all today. So I just want to open something up, is that when I say beauty professionals, I hope I don't offend anyone. It's just in our group and across our industry, there's so many different uh, careers, I suppose is the best way to put it. We're all professionals in our own right. I mean, in our space, we have dermal therapists, beauty therapists, skin therapists. We've got nurse practitioners, injectable nurses, eyelash specialists, nail technicians. So I'm just putting us all together in a collective name called beauty professionals, because aesthetic professionals will all wanting to achieve similar results, which is transforming our clients to become more enhanced and beautiful and sparkling, with creating our optimum business at the same time. So, we're not here to have an average or an ordinary life, are we? You know, I'm definitely not. So that's why I'm here today, darlings, because um, I want to give you the opportunity to just look at things in a whole different aspect. So I am just jumping across to see if I can see anyone here. Alrighty, so welcome to the Masterclass Beauties. I am so happy whether you're joining me live or on replay today. Either way, I am so, so, so grateful that you're here and super excited for the next 90 minutes. So who is ready, ladies? Tell me in the chat box, are you ready for this? So I wanted to just share with you that there's I don't know, there's so much to share, isn't there? And part of my story is to sprinkle in some hope and possibly, the things that if we feel that we can't change our external circumstances, we can change our mindset. And that's what I want to give you today is that the 3 points that I'll be going over are all interconnected. So I'll be covering today, number one, mastering your money mindset to really unlock the possibility so you can show up more confidently in your business and more effortlessly, guiding your clients to purchase from you with ease. So I'll take you through the exact mindset that has supported me to go from zero to a multi-six-figure business in under 2 years, and without any complicated Facebook ads, tech, or a large team even. And it's created me a large income, a happy marriage, a lifestyle that is based on, it gives me a lot of freedom, a lot of location freedom. And because I have mastered my proven strategies, and I went in all on of these strategies in a committed, focused, driven way. And that was the difference. And number two, we're going to go through is service offerings, how to optimize our service offerings. So discovering the art of tailoring services to maximize client spending and encouraging rebookings. I'll take you through my signature process. Now, this signature process that I'm going to take you through is usually reserved for my paying clients, and some of my paying clients are here today. So I've actually upgraded the client onboarding diagram I'm going to show you through the masterclass. I'm going to show you, I'll share my screen and show you this onboarding process. So I hope my paying clients don't mind, but I have upgraded it for them. So they'll be getting a copy of that anyway. And it's important that you understand a client needs to go through this full process to become a loyal client. And it will be near impossible to have a profitable business if you're not clear on the full process. And the third point I'll take you through is I'll talk about um, is the need to have a sales process, which is what I call a sales funnel. I teach you simple organics strategy in my organic sales funnel because there's many ways to have set up sales in your business, but my strategies are simple and they're organic and they're very easy. So I'm saving the best for last, and that's the third point I'll take you through, beauties, because that is the one that really brings it all together. So before I dive deep in, some three little rules, housekeeping setups, just to be kind to yourself. I really have created this community so we all feel safe. So today's no different. I want you all to be kind to others, commenting, and all the things that really look out for each other, comment on other people's comments, and yeah, be open to share, and that's the thing. If you play full out, what you get out, it's the same thing. What you get out in life is because you've put in the effort. So today is no different. Put in the effort, comment. I'd love to hear your feedback. And, you know, it's all going to go straight back to you. If you like, anytime, take a screenshot, shout out to people that you're doing some education today, you're doing some learning. People always love that we're up leveling, but just share my thread at Beauty Business Evolution, and then I'll share it back to you after. So also have an incredible prize for those who show up in the comments and play full out, meaning that you're going to comment and share and really, really enjoy everyone else's feedback. And it's valued at $290 where you can be coached by me in any area of your business for 60 minutes. So it's basically a opportunity where you can ask me any questions. You can walk away feeling very clear and inspired to take your next best steps in your business. And that's a great prize for anyone that really dives in today and plays full out. So For those of you that are new to me, because there's a few new people on board here today, just a bit about my background, just to understand me more, so it builds trust and it gives you context of why I'm here and how I can serve you in this 90-minute masterclass. So I'm Naomi Nahum. I'm a business and mindset coach for beauty professionals, and I help empower beauty professionals to triple their revenue by becoming sales and business confident in creating 10K weeks and beyond. And this really saves you time, money, and energy when we work together in my Salon Success coaching program. So I'm a 3 times award-winning salon owner by Wentworth Careers, which is the Small Business Awards in Eastern Suburbs, Sydney, Australia. I'm the creator of the Salon Success Program, and I was honoured and voted by Nimu Skincare International in 2022 as one of the 3 top skincare therapists in Australia. And I achieved also the highest skincare sales nationally in 2011 by Genetic Australia. So I like sales, right? Well, I love transforming people, and that's what products do. When you prescribe the correct products for the person that needs them. And you know what? And when I came to Sydney at the age of 25, I went on to build my beauty and skin therapy business from zero, as I mentioned, from ground up. And in under 2 years, um, yeah, just to give you some context, I came to Sydney, knew no one, had no clients, had a minimal capital to start with, knew no suppliers, and was located in a very highly competitive area of Sydney, of the eastern suburbs. And then went on in basically 2 years and hired 4 therapists by the age of 27. So I now coach and mentor high achieving salon owners and therapists in my proven program, the Salon Success Program, where I provide the shortcuts to my clients so they can maximize their results to progress further and faster than I ever could. So basically, I condense 30 years, so 3 decades into 3 months. So that's why you progress further faster. And I love it. My results have given me so much freedom of time and location and a strong income. And I understand what it takes to succeed. And it does not just happen. It definitely is from applying a consistent strategy. And my approach combines mastering your mindset, strategies, and my sales approach to organic marketing. And, it's one of these things that when you're ready to scale and grow, and I'll show you today, this is why it's so important, that you understand the full process. And a lot of people aren't even shown the full process of a sales journey a client needs to go through. So in addition to my beauty and skin therapy business, I'm a business and mindset coach, as I mentioned, specifically for professionals. So I'm in your corner. I understand this industry inside out. I have multiple qualifications from being a meditation yoga teacher, many massage diplomas, a Sodesco qualified esthetician, and I'm a holistic counselor. I've studied psychotherapy for 8 years and amongst many other modalities. But my coaching programs stand out, I believe, because I apply my consistent marketing strategy, my sales expertise, and an understanding of human behavior. I really feel that that is the driving force because of my empathy and my consistent drive to strive for my clients and for my business to be bigger and better each and every year. This is what creates the leading difference with me being a professional in the industry. I've run retreats, events, workshops, and spoken in front of large groups of people and been featured in articles as an ambassador of Lululemon Athletica, Genetic Skincare International, and featured in many magazines and the Sydney Morning Herald. But now that's all the glitzy stuff, but it's great to be recognized, but it always hasn't been this way. And I achieved all of this while my dad was a missing person, and unfortunately he was never found. And my mum was on the other side of Australia, in Western Australia, and she was going through second stage breast cancer. And unfortunately, she did pass away in '02. And at the time, I was also studying intensely and up-leveling my knowledge with diplomas and managing a relationship with my sister, which, was very shaky at the time. I mean, having a missing dad and our mum going through terminal cancer, my sister became very codependent on me, and I didn't know how to manage that. So my anxiety went through the roof. And besides all of that, I believed that I could create what I wanted to create. My dreams were bigger than my problems. And despite all of that, I needed to shift my mindset. I couldn't change my external circumstances. I didn't want to be average or ordinary. I just knew I, I knew I could do this. And that's the thing. And that's what I'm here to share with you today, is that the path to success in your business and helping you to make a meaningful impact, and I mean that, a meaningful impact, and create an incredible business by transforming lives goes beyond overcoming obstacles. It's really entirely within all of our reach and your reach. So this is why I recognize true change begins from within. And I discovered changing my mindset was the key. If I can do it, you can do it. And this is why I'm committed to helping beauty professionals to embark on a journey of professional growth, to progress further, faster. And I did this, and it lights me up seeing other professionals in the industry succeeding and following my proven strategies. So, from this, my business blew up. My mindset and marketing, sales, niching, up leveling my standards and boundaries personally and professionally within myself, my team, and my business. And this is a transition to help other salons and therapists to grow substantially and sustainably too, whilst living their best life. So that's what's really important, is that you can have this and live your best life. And you really can have it all. I mean, you can, without compromising your health, your other relationships. So that's what's really important. So it doesn't have to come at the cost of anything else if you want the business of your dreams. So over the next 90 minutes, I'm going to share with you as much as I can to help you unlock the spark to profitable growth in your beauty business, as I mentioned, in 3 easy steps. So I just want to drop in here. If anyone's ready to continue the journey with me to grow faster, I'm offering a free walkthrough call to everyone watching, to show you my process and how it can actually apply to your business that can make you 40K a month. And if I want you to be the first in, so whoever's first in, because there's only limited spaces, there's only so many calls I can take, just comment below walkthrough. I'll just keep checking walkthrough, and I'll prioritize your spots because they are limited. Okay, ladies, are you ready? Let's type in the chat. Are you ready? Yes, I can see. Great. I'm just checking here if that's all good. Oops. So it looks like you are. So here's this thing. I'm back. There's enough evidence out there that can make a lot of money. You can make a lot of money in the beauty industry, and whilst having a lot of fun, freedom, and impact. Agreed? I'll just check who's agreeing, because I'd love to check that out. Right, thank you, darlings. And you know what? Some salon owners really make it look so easy, incredibly easy. In fact, they have the flow of high-paying clients, heavily booked, and even a wait list, and making sales all day from products, an incredible following on social media, and have a great online presence, that's so much so that their online shop ticks over while they're sleeping. And without even contacting their clients, they're making money. So you know what? It can be really annoying, and it can be frustrating, and you wonder, what the heck are they doing that I'm not doing? What is their secret? What do they know that I don't know? And you might be thinking, what else can I do? And, there's a lot of gaps, and it can feel like a slow, sludgy roller coaster. The ups and the downs can be really, really um, demotivating. And I hear you and I feel you. Just comment below if you have those highs and lows in your business. Great. Okay. So some of you might be, following so many other businesses online and other industry experts and coaches enrolling in events and trying to piece all the pieces together. What the heck are they doing that you're not doing? That's what we're trying to figure out when we're looking and scrolling and sort of might be modeling other people, but you know, it's it's crazy because it doesn't always work, right? So, and also what I notice, a lot of people they book themselves in to be a mystery client to experience treatments in all of these sort of successful salons and spas and clinics just to figure it out. Um, and the scrolling continues on social media, but you're getting nowhere faster, and you're wasting a lot of valuable time and energy doing all of this. And you're thinking about wanting to grow, improve, and how do I attract new clients and how to make more profit in your business, and all the time being, exhausted just actually working in your own business and thinking, what can I do? What else can I do? And because it's just moving too slow for you. I get it. I get it. So not only that, but you're comparing yourself to these other salons and other therapists, wondering what you're missing. So this comparing, um, mirroring feeling, it does put a lot of weight onto feeling let down as well. Um, and why does this success happen to others and not me? You might be asking. Um, why does it seem so much harder than it needs to? You might be asking. Does anyone relate to this? So if it's that simple and easy for some salon owners, why don't all beauty professionals thrive and succeed? Yeah. Well, from my experience, it's because not all professionals master all three important areas in their business, which I call pillars. Now, um, these align scalable results in their business are in the three pillars. So I just want to be really definite about this. And they create scalable results which shift your mindset and create a strategy and create further sales. So, and it takes all three if you want your business to feel aligned with, meaning with your personal business, scalable to your profit abilities, and the growth that you desire. So some salon owners are doing one of the three pillars. Some salon owners are doing two of the three pillars, and some salon owners or therapists are doing three of the three, but just dabbling in all three and not mastering any of them. And therefore, they're not converting all their clients to become raving fans. And I just define a raving fan. A raving fan is a client that buys from you, books from you, refers you. So just think of the three R's. They rebook, refer, and they retail from you. They just love on you. You know, those clients that just love on you. They trust you. You have a bond, a connection, a relationship. You have this thing with them that you're the person they go to for advice, for even if it's personal and professional advice, of course. So just wanted to define what a raving fan is, because I'll talk about raving fans a lot and you're sort of trying to figure it out. You've got some context. So yeah, and I don't want to be disrespectful to any salon or therapist here, but what I do see is a lot of salons don't have a a formulated sales process. They're just winging it. And the problem is when we're just doing this, it will be difficult. And because there's no strategy, there's no formula. And often you find yourself going one step forward and multiple steps backwards. And, this seesaw effect is occurring. And that's why we get too many ups and downs in our business, because we're not following a process. That's what I want to show you today. Um, so who relates to this so far? Okay. Yeah. Amazing. So before we get into money mindset, I just want to cover the three pillars very briefly, just because then you've got some foundations. It's like building a house. If you've got some foundations to lean back into, then you understand when I actually get to money mindset, you understand what I'm talking about. So, and it gives you a glimpse into what it'd be like when you understand to have the full process. So the money, not the money, the mindset that will set you up is pillar one. So pillar one is mindset. And I find a lot of people underestimate the importance of how important mindset is. And many people just say to me, tell me what to do. And you're probably you're probably doing that now, right? You might be going, gosh, just tell me what to do and I'll do it. But they think that will fix all their challenges and problems. Unfortunately, the depth of mastering your mindset is something that most people try to avoid. They do. They try and avoid looking at their mindset because they think that they're missing just the how to. So they think they're missing just tell me what to do part and I'll do it. But because we don't often reflect in our life, we don't often sit back and go, oh, how am I thinking about this? What do I think about this? What is my mindset about money? What is my mindset about my life, my career? You know, they don't sort of get called out on things, if you want to call it that, to really reflect on things. So, it's it's to the whole picture is to create a successful business. So we have to have mindset. So what's some features of a healthy mindset? It's a can-do attitude, it's being positive, tend to have a pleasant demeanor, they tend to respond and not react, they show willingness. These people are very adaptable, they're good listeners, and above all, have a healthy mindset, makes you very attractive to clients, right? So that's what we see. And let's have a look. A lot of the top successful salon owners, there's one thing they all have in common is this undeniable energy and frequency about them. It's not necessarily they're any smarter than you or more professional. Um, it's basically they have this incredible dynamic mindset and energy, and they're unstoppable. Um, but you know, what do they have is not only a strong mindset and an energy, is they also have incredible courage and self-belief. Now, you might have confidence, but do you have the courage to take the next best steps in your business? Do you have the courage to invest in yourself? And this is the difference between a mindset that is willing, because you could be willing to look after a client, but are you willing to up level your standards? Are you willing to up level and invest in yourself to take the next steps? So that is the difference. They have courage, and I want that to be a driving force. So that might be your mantra for the day. Where else can you have courage to step in and lean into the areas you might be fearful of? Because that's the difference with industry leaders, the courage. So for beauty professionals, I believe a successful mindset can be broken down into three core components, and they are clarity, confidence, and consistency. And clarity in your vision. So do you have a clear vision of your business and your life? Mission, do you have a clear mission, goals, and a clear business model? And this is what I go through with my clients in my programs. So also they have confidence in yourself and confidence in their services. And this is really, really important. So consistency is important as well. So it's the three C's. In your actions, you need to be consistent in how you show up every day. Your interactions with your clients have a consistent mood. I mean, there's nothing worse, is there, than you come into the salon and your client doesn't recognize if you're in a happy mood or you're in a mood today. I mean, isn't it worse to have moods? I mean, people just want consistency. They need to know what they're showing up, who they're showing up with. So consistency with dealing with your clients in a professional demeanor. So that's the mindset pillar. Pillar number two is in an overall business is the strategy. And this is what most people love. Now, we all know that mindset is important, but without any idea on what the heck you're doing to start and grow your business, you're going to have a tough time growing your business. So if you don't know, you don't know, right? Strategy is your step-by-step process to success. So Success leaves clues. And you see, when you learn a success strategy and master it and apply it, that's when you start to see success clues. So I just want maybe note that word down, success clues. Success leaves clues. So when you see something going really well, that is a clue that you've got to keep repeating. And the incredible thing about strategy in your business is, whilst there are many things that all businesses need to get right and follow, there's also many approaches that work. So you can choose a process that feels really good for you. And I break that strategy in uh, three core components into strategy is really, how do you attract your clients? So how do you attract them? How do you nurture them? And how do you convert your clients? So this means transform your clients into advocates, what I call raving fans. Yeah, so because basically, isn't this why you got into business in the first place, is to transform your clients to feel and look incredible under your expert guidance, and therefore the win is that you create a lifestyle because of it. Um, and there's many ways you can do all three things, and it's about choosing what's best for you out of those options. And you really need to, what I call, double down into that. So I help clients make money making strategies in these core pillars, and that was the strategy pillar. So yeah, just comment below to see how you're going. How's this information going for you? That would be amazing. Great. Okay. And then finally, the third pillar is sales. This is exciting. I love sales. And I never used to look at selling a product as sales. I just always knew I was helping someone get incredible results. So I flipped the lid way ago. That's why I feel so comfortable in this area. Now, sales are the key to the profit of your business, scaling and creating sustainability. And I have to say, what I never thought about having a sustainable business when I first started. Um, no one talked about sustainability. You just knew that you had to work your ass off to get somewhere, basically, and then fall in a big heap at the end of the day and just repeat. It was just relentless. I just worked and worked and worked. And look, it paid off now, but if I knew what I knew now, I wouldn't have done what I did if I knew how to have better strategies and I understood pillars back then. But yeah, now that I get it, this is a very different thing that I'm teaching you. So it's fantastic that what I was doing is working. And when I reflected back what was working, this is what I've created. So you don't have to do the endless tasks and be on a hamster wheel all day, every day, doing all the jobs and be burnt out, exhausted, overwhelmed. It don't have to do that way. It can be all very different. Once you master your mindset and the strategy, you can grow very quickly. And but to keep up with that growth, you either need to have efficient systems um, and or hire a team to delegate the task to keep up with how fast you're growing. And that is what I noticed with a lot of professionals who excel further faster, is because they take the courage to delegate and pay for someone to do lower tasks that they specialize in, like a cleaner, or doing your social media, or doing your book work, or someone that can help out in your salon to do the low profit treatments. There's so many things, and I'll talk about that a bit later. Or you could niche and specialize. This is massive. Specializing in a specific area of treatment and remove, as I was saying, all the low profit, time consuming treatments off your service menu. And also price yourself accordingly. Write that down, beauties. Write this down. Price yourself accordingly. And even if it's like pricing yourself to high to medium price tiers, or a high to higher price tiering, which may trigger a bit of some of the feelings of going, oh, increasing my prices feels uncomfortable. But if you do it elegantly, which I show you, there's a way to do that. So from medium to high, high to high end treatments, or it's all about your mindset around how you offer that, and showing your clients that you value them and how you nurture them with care and love. And, through all of that, that's what puts you in a high or higher price bracket. Once you start seeing and valuing yourself at that level, and that's up leveling your standards. So this is a system, a pathway, a well mapped out strategy I teach, and consistency is the key to success. And that is a word that gets overused, but it is the key to success. Anyone doing something really well in life, in business, is because they're consistent. It's that that's it, and they take the risks and they got courage to do that. And I want to drive that point home to you, because in my coaching, I meticulously have designed and applied this to each and every client. I tailor a format, um, much like the queen in a game of chess. Consistency is your strategy. It's essential to success and for success. And many underestimate its power, opting to just dabble and think, oh, that'll do. I mean, if you have an attitude of that'll do, that was the lifestyle you will get, unfortunately. I don't mean to trigger any of you, but like, honestly, I'm just being really raw and real here. If you want average, you'll get average results. So many underestimate its power. So that's why consistency is key. And, you know, I've got proven processes that piece all of the puzzle together. Um, and once you fully commit to a proven process, this is what's going to give you significant profit gains. So this is exciting. So the importance of a positive mindset, and my organic aligned strategy and sales approach has enabled me the following. And that's the thing. I've been able to grow to multi six-figure plus business in 2 years at 27, and have a huge profit margin because it I stepped into my knowing and my power. And this is the difference. If you feel fragile in any area, it's something where you need to work on. And that's what I can help you with. And we'll go through that in the money mindsets coming up. And this is why I can live a freedom-based lifestyle and work when I desire. It's really because there's an alignment, and I feel very deeply aligned to what I do. And I know that helping people is my way through to creating the freedom I really desire as well. So, but it's all having a strategy. So having the freedom in mind is one thing, but having a strategy to follow is another. So, so I'm sure you're all on the edge of your seat wanting to go. I know this will be helpful. So, um, are you all ready to launch into how you can have a business that can create you financial time freedom and a huge profit margin and a greater income? Yes? Comment below. I love to hear. Oh, I get very excited when people are commenting. So what's happening? Yeah, great. So deciding on another deciding factor to create the difference is one is when you have money mindset shift. Say it again. When you have money mindset shifts, um, you'll see there's a dividing factor between people having a long-term vision and having short-term vision. So the three huge money mindset shifts that supported me was this. So deciding to focus on long-term vision rather than a short-term vision, and how this makes the very difference between making a multi six-figure business or not. So to be straight up with you, yeah, your mindset is a direct influence on your results. And let me explain. If you are solely motivated by money or operate from a place of desperation or scarcity or fear or uncertainty, it will reflect in your business and outcomes. Most clients can sense, don't you feel, this energy? And it can hinder your ability to charge appropriately. So, what's important to add here is to have competent conversations about your prices, whether this is that your prices are going to increase or the prices that you charge, that you need to feel competent in how you deliver your price to your clients. And discussing the value behind your prices is very important, because if you just tell them the price, and it is, if it's a higher price than most people and they don't understand the value and your expertise, you might not be able to retain that client. So you need to be able to effectively and efficiently explain that. And that's what I was very comfortable doing. And that's one of the money mindset shifts that enabled me to go further faster, because I felt comfortable in my power and strength of expressing the prices I was charging. Salon owners and beauty professionals really with a long-term vision have more fun and can make more money. And long-term, whilst typically someone in it for the short-term reasons ends up feeling really stressed, really they do, because they're just thinking of the short-term gains, not having a long-term forecast. And they end up, unfortunately, feeling very more burnt out and unfulfilled. And salon owners and beauty professionals generally with a long-term focus also aren't afraid of investing in themselves, because they are committed to the journey without a plan B. I didn't have a plan B. I didn't even know what plan B was. Plan B didn't exist. This was it. Plan A all the way. That was my life. And therefore the process and my progress was faster, because that's all I knew and that's all I did and that's all I wanted. And they're willing to invest in support. So that's a massive thing. And it makes a huge difference having someone in your corner, because there's one thing focusing on a long-term vision that doesn't mean evolving at snail's pace. You don't have to have a long-term vision and think, oh, this is going to be a slow drip. I mean, it doesn't have to be at all. You can have and desire a large income and not go at snail's pace. Absolutely. I grew very quickly. In 2 years, I created what I created. And I'm in this for the long game, for life. So from a mindset perspective, if something goes wrong, which, it does, things do happen. And if I'm having a bad week or month, I'm able to realign myself much faster than I ever have, because I'm not as affected. I know what to do to correct myself to get back on path, and I'm able to adapt to the situation in hand. So that is the first money making mindset shift, that focusing on the long-term vision rather than the short term. So hopefully that really gives you an insight of the leading difference of someone who is doing really well comparable to someone that's not. So you're not thinking of just that one client in front of you. You're forecasting for the whole week, month, year, and all of the other content that I just shared with you. So the second thing that really supported me with a money set shift was the mindset was around embodying my multi-six figure person, like really embodying that woman inside of me, like visualizing my success wasn't just enough. It was more than visualizing, it was acting on it. Like if you already operating at that level, like I just believed it was going to happen. It's a self-belief. This money mindset shift of embodying what you want to create is potent. And then adapting and adopting mindset habits and behaviors of someone who earns the income you want to make. So how do they respond and what do they do? So that's the difference. And aligning yourself with opportunities is really important and necessary to have this available to you. So being open to opportunities. When we say, have you seen a red car? Like you probably haven't, but then you do. You start seeing things. So if you're saying, oh, I want to create this, you'll start seeing an opportunity. So start thinking more about what you want to create and how you look to create that. So you're aligning yourself with opportunities and that are necessary to achieve the level of success that you're desiring. And this is making bolder decisions, definitely, setting goals and taking action, consistent action with your financial reality. We all have different financial realities and a financial reality that you desire. It's about stepping into your power and really, owning that and believing in your worth and confidently pursuing your goals, not just talking about them in your head, actually making action steps to pursue them. And the determination that this requires, um, and the purpose around what you're doing. So when you become her, when you become that woman, you your mindset and your actions pave the way to the manifestation of your financial aspirations. So, we consistently attract what we have in our as an energetic minimum. I'll just share a little story. I mean, like when I first started my business at 25, I just needed to make $2,000 a week to cover my expenses and maybe to save a little more. So I've got something for the future. And you bet it, I made $2,000 and never earned really much more than that. And then I was realizing, gee, whatever am I doing is working. So if I set a new standard for myself, if I really committed to, what if I did more of what I was doing? Would it create more? And it did. So the next week, it made 3,000 and the revenue continued to increase each week and each month, and I never looked back. So here's the thing, though, that most people say they want something, but they're not willing, really honestly, not willing to do what it takes to become that person. They're not willing to take the actions. They don't um, dedicate themselves wholly. I mean, that is the thing. Are you really committed? And let me share what this looks like. So, are you all in? Are you like all in until something goes wrong? You go, oh shit, I'm out of here. Like, what the F? I am done. This is all too hard. I mean, yeah, I've had those days, I admit that, but that is just having a shitty day. But I know I'm in, right? But are you all in until it gets really hard? And often I go, is this as hard as it gets? And some days, okay, yes, it's a hard day and it's fine because I know the next day it will shift. And if I do what I need to do to get back on track, to go into action, to contact people, to start making the decisions around how am I going to get out of this fog and mud and mess, then things shift. And that's what I've noticed. People aren't all in because when it gets tough, they run and they're not willing to make the big risks and leap in business. Um, so that's that's not being all in. In order to be a match for what you want, you also need to hold the opposite. So you need to embrace the whole spectrum, the good, the bad, the indifference, the wonky, the chaos, the yucky stuff, the shitty stuff, the setbacks. That's life, and the hard knocks and the greatness all come at once. I mean, as I was sharing my story, my mum passed just after I got married, and that's life. It's just shitty. Have this magical moment marrying the most amazing human, and then your mum passes. I mean, so, fortunately, I have done the hard work and I know how to get back on track and I believe in possibility. So, this is the difference. Can we get back on track sooner, faster, and know what we're here for so we can get on and have the magical life? Why not? That's what we're here for. And we've got to get the lessons and go with that. So, you're supposed to just, you know, have get get this stuff and take big risks and face the challenges coming your way because usually there is a lesson to learn or something that needs to happen for you to be an energetic match for that thing. The universe will test us. They'll see, are you ready for this? And they'll test us. I'm sure you've all been through massive tests and challenges just before you want to do something bigger than you've ever done before. And then you go, nah, stuff that, I'm out of here. Fuck it. Like, really. But it's the people that go, no way, I'm in and can manage it and can go forward. That's the difference. So let's have a look. So let's say you want to make 40K per month each and every month. So you need to attract a certain type of client, right? So that will create some challenges because you need to be a vibrational match for that someone, for that client, and can you hold 40K a month each month? That's the difference. Some people can't hold a lot of money, and that might not be a lot of money for some of you here, but I'm just saying, put the figure in mind what you want to create, and then you go, can I hold it without feeling unstable? Can my nervous system retain it? Because if you can't handle the challenges that come with that, how can you hold the amount of money? And yeah, the universe doesn't give you something you can't handle. Um, I'm sure we can all respect and understand that at our deepest level. That's unfortunately the human experience. We get things to challenge us to grow. And yeah, I've certainly had my my growth spurt of tough times. But the magic is here. My tip is you show enough enthusiasm and you show that you're here for the journey, even though it's hard, even though it's like, I want to go. If you trust the process and you continue to make decisions, it will happen. So you get the focus on what you want, not what you don't want. So make sure you really understand that. So focus on what you want and what you don't want. And the challenges that arise, well, that's how you're going to help evolve into truly being what you want to create. And you will keep experiencing those small challenges until you get the lesson. Have you noticed that? The same challenges continue to come up. They might look a little different, but they'll keep coming up to test you. Do you really want to have this profitable business? Because most people just want to just go, no, it's all too hard. I'll just stay small. I'll just play small. But, if you're in it for the big wins and the big gains, the challenges unfortunately do get bigger, but the magic gets greater and the sparkle is amazing. So, because I wouldn't be in this position now, I wouldn't have the time freedom and the location freedom and that strong income if I didn't do the hard yards and face my challenges. So, until you get the lesson, um, and you move past it, and you'll know it too well. You will. You'll know you've done it. So, the third mindset, I'll say that again, the third set shift, money making mindset shift that made um, is about making business fun, sustainable, and easy, was trusting myself fully. So, um, you know, it might sound simple, but the ripple effect is huge. And now that I'm making a difference with, a consistent income, from 10K to 20K to 40K to now 50K per month, it's in my skin and beauty business. It's how I can show you and focus on showing other beauty professionals how to do that. So, and this is what I truly love. So, trusting yourself doesn't mean just doing business on your own. So, that's the thing. A lot of people just feel like they're on their own and not just listening to anyone. Trusting yourself means trusting yourself to make investments, to make big leaps. It means trusting yourself to make decisions for yourself. It means trusting yourself to lead yourself, showing up as a master in your business and going all in. These three mindset shifts alone allowed me to show up in my business, lean into the fear, be courageous, and the uncertainty was there, but the growth was substantial. At times, I did feel uncertain, but I could see the results were happening. So if you follow these money mindset shifts that I just shared, you'll also gain the results. So just let me know here which one you appreciated the most, because that would be amazing. Great. Now transitioning into the next segment, beauties, of our masterclass, unlocking the spark to profitable growth. How are you all going? So, client retention. So most therapists underestimate the value and the cost of acquiring a client. So it costs a lot more money and time to acquire and attract a new client rather than maximizing the potential of your existing client. You might want to write this down. Most profitable client, so the most profitable client is the client that's in front of you. Yeah. So we're not maximizing that nearly as enough. So by increasing the average dollar spend and frequency, it will lead to far greater profits. And I have a system to teach you how to do this and to achieve incredible profits with it's resulting in a higher revenue. So now I'll merge into um, the last two pillars. Yeah, excited? So I'm going to merge client retention and maximizing client spending with a powerful diagram where I'll share my screen, which ultimately drives client retention and increases profit in your business. So now this system transformed my business, and I don't say this lightly. Honestly, it is, I want to delve into this. It's a streamlined organic strategy, and that onboards. Imagine you had a customer that just walks in. So the customer's not a client yet, from the beginning to the end. So this is a diagram that will map this out. So this is for anyone looking to grow their beauty business, to attract your ideal clients and retain your clients for greater profits, bookings, sales, and impact. So yes. So I'm going to show the map now. So I'm just going to share my screen. How exciting. Can you all see this? Just check. Just 1 minute. I want to check here my comments. And I'll just check in with you. Great. So now, beauties, let's I want to show you this. I love this. All right. So this is a whole onboarding client onboarding strategy. So as I mentioned, we all start with mindset. Just let me know if you can see me. Great. So if we don't have a great mindset, now we're all familiar with it, with this mindset, right? If we don't have a business vision, a mission or goals, we're pretty much, you know, the wheels aren't on the bus, so to speak. We aren't going anywhere fast. So we need to have this set up. This is your foundation, having a clear vision, mission, and goals. So what the heck are you doing in your business? Where are you going and what are you creating? So the second part of the journey, a client, because if the client feels this instability here, she's not going to get past the next green light with you. So this part is create confidence. So this is through your self-belief, your consistent actions, your focus on your results and not your price. So here's where you can communicate your value. And that will come through with your confidence in yourself. And then you take it down the roadmap journey. So you need to build consistency here. So when I talk about consistency, is your brand showing up consistently? Is your interpersonal relationships or interpersonal interactions with your clients consistent? Are you this pretty much the same person each and every time you see your clients? Are you communicating in a consistent way? How do you behave with your clients? Are you really professional with your clients? Is that consistent? Are you consistent in your service offerings, your treatments offerings? Are you consistent in your daily organizations, your systems, and your support? Then once that is felt and that's concrete and grounded, the client then goes through this conversation of how you can attract your clients, you through many ways, having conversations, having a niche, your database, marketing, referrals, your partnerships, so group ventures, partnership ventures, joint ventures. And when the client gets to the part of nurturing, how are you nurturing your clients? Are you engaging on a personal level? Are you giving educational information? As your content, how is your content that you give your clients? Are you giving exceptional service? Um, what's the experience like when you nurture your clients? Are you following up with them? Are you messaging them regularly? Are you keeping them front of mind? And once the client goes through this roadmap, we end up in the conversion phase. So the conversion phase is great. So being authentic, are you creating really good fit outcomes for your clients with treatments and products, giving education, advice, making suggestions, making treatment plans, giving value? Like this is massive. Do you give great value to your clients, or are you being way too personal and not professional enough? Um, are you creating win-win scenarios? So equally your clients winning, so you are building the confidence in your brand, your business, and in you becoming a profitable business. So as the client journeys down through the roadmap, we end up in the sales, and this is where it can get really wonky, and the wheels can fall off the bus here if they haven't already in mindset. They're already falling off here. So sales, we need to flip the lid on sales. That's why when you go back and maybe re-listen to the money mindset um, uh, info that I shared with you today, this allows you to grow organically. It creates stability and greater profits. And if we're not getting that, like to the core, we're just not growing as a business. You cannot depend on treatments alone. Um, so well, what we need to do and what I train you in is a holistic educational sales system. So it's not going to feel like sales. We need to feel comfortable actually with the word sales. I'm no longer going to talk about feeling comfortable with sales. We just need to feel comfortable with sales. That is the bottom line, beauties. Honestly, selling is healing. Selling is helping people. That is the point. So if you don't have an educational sales system integrating retail with treatments, this is the thing, because it's a process that can easily be accessed if you understand an educational sales system. And that is simply just you listen to your clients, you qualify them, you offer a solution, and that is it. That is a sale. Your business grows, your clients get results and satisfaction, and it creates empowerment for you as a practitioner, a therapist, and empowers your business. Your brand becomes known, your business becomes greater, your clients are happier. We need to own and claim this loud and clear. So once we've got this, therefore, we end up with a client here, if they only become a raving fan, as long as you have done all of these touch points. If you've, so sorry, we need to go back to marketing. So we've done 7, we'll go back to 8. We haven't gone to 8, sorry. And once we've done the sales and nailed that, we go into the 8th part of the journey for the client, and that is the following up system. So that is the part that's so important. She's here, and you take her through a system where there needs to be a lot of nurturing in this area as well, through your follow-ups, through your SMSs, through birthdays, through anything that you can do to create more value for your client and more nurturing. That has to happen in the nurturing phase of your onboarding roadmap journey for your client. And only then that person will become an advocate, what I call a raving fan. which I mentioned earlier. This is the person that refers from you, buys from you, and rebooks from you, and it builds so much trust, and they just love on you. So can you see this whole process? If if you're only doing a few of these 8 steps before you get to the ninth step, that's why it's not working. So I'm just going to stop sharing my screen now because the thing is, um, a lot of people aren't doing the full process, have never seen the full process, and this is the leading difference of what will make you successful and knowing what to do. But I love that. I love that. Like that lights me up because when you see something that easy, that is when your business explodes. How are you going so far? I just want to hear how you're going because it's so exciting. I just comment here. So great. Um, because I hope that was incredibly useful putting together the two onboarding areas of maximizing profits and maximizing sales and bookings all happens in that roadmap journey. So, yeah. And if you follow all of the 8 steps to reach the desired outcome, this will lead you to the ninth step, creating raving fans. And then this leads to an optimum business. I mean, left to our own devices, honestly, beauties, we won't do all of the 8 steps fully. We really don't. And that's just the way it goes. This is where I come into it, supporting you to bridge the gap between knowing what needs to be done and actually taking the necessary action steps to make it happen, creating your dream profitable business. So bridging the gap is the leading difference of how I can help you figure out how you become a profitable business. So by integrating, these principles of client retention and maximizing spending in your business into the client onboarding strategy roadmap, we ensure a comprehensive strategy that drives growth, profitability, and long-term success. So how are you going so far with all that? There's a lot of information to take in, and I hope it really has maybe sparked some new ideas of how this can really help you grow, and bring more awareness to areas that need to be actioned in your business. So I hope this really helps you understand the way through for a successful business. It's not just a strategy, right? It's not just sales or just mindset. Um, I'd like to emphasize how each stage of that roadmap complements and builds upon the other to create a holistic approach into your business. Because, if any of the steps are missed in the roadmap, this is when and why businesses don't become profitable and they don't retain clients. Um, so that's the bottom line, beauties. It is time to evolve. That's my business, right? Evolving beauties. And I want to evolve with you. And over the last, you know, hour and 10 minutes, I have covered the 3 core pillars to a successful beauty business: to master confidently your money mindset, client attraction, sales strategies, the importance of client retention, the proven onboard client strategy roadmap that converts your clients into a raving fan. And this roadmap combines all 3 pillars that I went through at the beginning, of mindset, strategy, and sales, and that transformed my business into creating incredible impact. Um, do you have any questions? Any questions? This is your chance to delve deep into any aspect of our discussion. So, yeah, just ask away. I'll just check because I'm not sure how it's all going. Yep, amazing. So, loving it, Cara. Thanks, honey. So, yeah, just the questions can be a bit delayed, but that's all right. Okay, so I'll keep checking. All good. Yeah, so can't quite see any questions as yet. maybe I've answered everything. Oh my goodness. Surely you've got questions, beauties. Um, so I hope you can see how incredibly generous my content was today with you all, because I love sharing and giving. Imagine, um, oh, here's something. So how do you overcome a limiting mindset? Oh, okay. What particularly, there's so many limiting mindset, a money limiting mindset. Um, so do you have procedures to follow to make sure the process is covered for each client? Oh, Karen, absolutely. My processes are all tailored individually and personalized because, every business is unique. Every business has a different situation, different goals, different dreams, different profitability, growth standards, all of the things. So it definitely is personable. Um, so a money mindset belief, is that what we're asking, Cara? Great question. Yeah, money mindsets. Look, it all goes back to really our childhood, doesn't it? So however whatever we've been brought up with, um, if it was, say, I'm just picking something out of my head, if it was a scarcity mindset where your parents might be always worried to spend money, therefore, as a little person, we pick that up. So we virtually have to look at what is the consequences of being scarce. So it's just pulling it apart. If I'm constantly in fear of investing myself or spending money on myself, or it could be as simple as, oh, if I want to go out for dinner and oh my God, it costs $200 to have that beautiful meal, and you might be used to spending $50 on a meal, like you have to look at it and go, wow, look at the value am I going to get, the experience, the memories. So it's practicing a different way of actioning where you want to be. So the more well practiced we are of stepping out of a mindset that we're so used to operating in, and then when we start to practice a new mindset or a different feeling, then we go, oh, how does that feel? It's exciting, right? So then you start becoming more of that. So you just have to become aware of what are you doing and catching yourself in the moment. So it's just being more mindful of stepping forward more rather than stepping or following the same path. So awareness is the key. So once you have the awareness of that, where you're holding back, then practicing and stepping into a new action, analyzing the action. How did it feel? Does it feel good? It might feel scary, yes, but does it feel good? Does it give you a better result? If the result is great, you just keep practicing that. So hopefully that helps. Because as I was saying, with we honestly, beauties, we have to believe that magic just doesn't happen, so don't believe in the myth that 2024 really is going to be a greater year if you're going to continue doing the same things that you've always done. The same actions and the same thinking does equal the same results. And I don't know, would you agree? Nothing changes. And this expression is so well used. Nothing changes is nothing changes, but it's so true. If we continue to have the same thinking and continue to have the same actions and continue to have the same decisions or do the same things, magic isn't going to happen. The magic only happens when we decide to make changes in our business and life. And yeah, I don't know. Do you agree to that? I'd love to hear what your feedback is. Um, and if you don't mind, if because I feel I shared so much great insight and value today, if I can share with you what could possibly change your business and life, if that's okay. Um, just with a few minutes. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Karen. Thank you. Yeah. So for those of you who want to jump straight in and be supported by me at the deepest level, I invite you to join me. And I'm so excited to introduce to you my program, Surviving to Thriving. It's a new extension of 2 months. It's basically only $149 a week, and you get a $700 bonus if you join within the next 7 days. Um, So if you left today with a feeling that success leaves clues and you can see that my methods work and could possibly work for you, I mean, I'd love to have a phone call with you to check all this out with you. Firstly, I hope my success has left you with enough clues for you to decide to join me on a journey to take flight into your business and life. But it all starts with you taking action and to join me in the Surviving to Thriving program. And I invite you to join me. The Surviving to Thriving program um, is for beauty professionals and salon owners ready to start and grow their business to attract ideal clients on repeat. So let me share with you what you actually get in the program. I love it. My clients love it. If you go to my website, you'll see a huge amount of lots of testimonials of people winning and getting gains and success in their life. So basically, you will get a 49-page Surviving to Thriving workbook that we work through together personally. The free bonus is an extensive onboarding call so I can map out with you your business to create a personalized plan that I will cover over the three pillars. And you can see how important the foundations are to create a rock solid business to start with. And the fundamentals are important. So this is a great onboarding call valued at $400. So that is a free bonus. And the extension of the program, you get an extra 2 weeks if you join within the next 7 days. So the whole program you're going to receive is 60-minute on live coaching calls with me. So you have close proximity with me each and every week for 6 weeks. You have extensive training on mindset and effective communication skills to uplevel your sales. We'll be here in Facebook talking privately as well. There's accountability every week, goal setting reminders. There's actions to do every week. You get close contact with me on an app called Voxer. Basically, you can contact me, I contact you. I'll be checking in with you from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday. And we chat away all the day with any ups and downs, anything that's working, not working, any tweaks you need to make within your business. Outside of the 60-minute calls we'll do every week. You get email marketing support. So anything you want to tweak, like even if it's an SMS, like I gave out 4 SMSs ready to go recently, but if it's like an email that you need tweaking or a blog or an article, I tweak them so they're um, more actionable for your clients to actually get what you're saying. So they turn into paying clients or buying products from you or booking in services with you. You'll get my business tracker, which is fantastic because it enables you to track your figures, your rebookings, your services, your client numbers, and know exactly where you stand from week to week financially. Um, You'll get specific actions that you'll need to do every week to make you closer to your goals and your ideal outcomes. And as long as well, you'll get accountability support with me too. So, and we have a lot of fun along the way. So it's an incredible 2-month program. It's only 1197. So it's basically 149 a week. I mean, my goodness, how incredible is that? I know the spots will fill quickly. So if you decide from today you would like my support in your business, no matter which stage you're at in your business, I'm going to only be helping 6 professionals over the next 8 weeks. So to teach them the exact process I've shown you today in bite-sized chunks. So we're going to break it down until it's proven to work within your personal business. And I am committed to you and I am relentless. I just don't give up until it's actually working for you. So if you're all in on this, beauties, just comment below, count me in, and I'll send you a direct message ASAP to book you in a free walkthrough call. And for every single person here that joins me today or is here now, you also get a free call if you like. But also in the program, I haven't announced this, you get the free Success 12 audio trainings that are actually um, normally for my high-end programs. So my high-end program is the 3-month program, but I'm going to give you, for the people that join in the next 7 days, these 12 audio trainings, which are trainings that are only bite-sized chunks of 5 to 12-minute videos that enable you to propel yourself further, faster in progressing in your business. So yeah, so there's a few option plans. You can sign up with one payment. You can do a split payment, or there's other option plans, and we also accommodate for different currencies. So it's all good. So at this point, you're either one of two people. You're either excited about this and ready to invest in the program and that finally teaches you everything you need to know in a full program. Um, or you still have a few questions before knowing it's 100% right for you. So, but that's okay. If I'm really happy to answer any questions for you. Um, and I want you to fully trust yourself and commit to a decision. That's the main thing. You need to trust and commit and make a decision that will actually serve you now and for your future. Because, in which case, if you're ready, let's do this. Just comment walk through now, and I'll get the link to you to book a call, or we can just get started straight away. Either or, just let me know what you'd like to do. Feel free to drop any more questions here and comment below, because that's really, really important. But I've found some people get a bit stuck sometimes in the fear and doubt of committing, and what should I do before starting any program? Look, the thing is, some people ask me, shall I continue to work on myself? And the thing is, I work with you through any fear or doubt in your program, any limiting beliefs, anything at all. We go through psychology and energy in the program, for you to take leaps and bounds, to get out of your comfort zone, for you to try new things. So this is what I coach you in. So that's a common question I get asked. Another common question I get asked is, I'm not great at tech, or does this require a lot of software? Absolutely not. I'm not the greatest tech person either, but you know what? It doesn't matter, because as long as you can use Zoom, even if you can't, or you're on, we can get things started. And all you need to grow a business is your willingness, your kindness, a commitment, and to have the right approach. And otherwise, surviving to thriving will be the plan to go for you. It sounds, if this sounds right for you, just send me a comment below, and we can create a simple, aligned, scalable business for you. And someone also asked, what processes am I teaching in the Surviving to Thriving program? Well, the process I teach you is my signature process, my full client onboarding roadmap, conversion process, and sales strategy to create raving fans. That is one process I teach you. There's many processes I'll be teaching you. And after investing, no joke, 100,000 in my own business and over 2 decades, I've learned and mastered so many core components that have led me to where I am today. And my business grows and continues to grow each month. So, to go from zero to multi six figures in under 2 years, and to make 10K weeks, to consistent 40, 50K months. I want this for you too, honestly. It's possible. And it's all about simplicity and mastery. So, you can nail this as well in the 9 simple steps that are crucial and critical to starting, growing, and scaling your business. So, the question I want to ask you all now is, how much is growing your business is aligned to what you want? Really? So, how much is growing your business in an aligned way worth to you? Go, Fiona! We'll be in touch, my love. Oh, thanks, Nadira. She said, I learned so much from you. Amazing. Thank you. Um, yeah, so I'd love you to answer that. How much would you invest to have your current problems go away and create a thriving business that makes a difference? I'd love to know. By investing in the survive to thriving, you get the opportunity to stop searching, constantly wasting your time looking for the answers. You stop paying for many different courses and events and attending all these free things, trying to piece everything together. And instead, you could just simply join Surviving to Thriving, where you get everything you need in one place. You get to stop guessing. Oh, instead of just following one a process that feels good and proven and it works. It's a no-brainer, basically. I'm so excited. If you want to jump on board, I'd love to work with you. And together we can evolve, together we can impact and create great results together, making money doing what you love. So it's been my absolute pleasure, beauties, being with you all today. I am deeply, deeply so grateful. I've had so much fun and so much opportunity to share with you how effortless it can be just to show up and share the foundations. And for those of you that have booked in a call with me already, um, Karen's saying, I love the idea of my clients getting even more value. Yes, absolutely. That's what I love. I'm all in with you on that, Karen. Love giving value. If you didn't notice, imagine working with me, how much value I give if I give this much away in a free event. Um, and for those of you who have booked a call with me, yeah, just or you haven't, just put walk through here now. If you're ready, um, and you're in for the ride, I'll put the link here and we can get going. So otherwise, you can DM me for any other questions or speak soon, beauties. So I hope you loved today. I loved it. We're bang on time. How is that? 11:28. Our 90 minutes masterclass has come to completion. I am so excited to have been here, and I hope I have sparked some great awareness. So you've walked away with some actionable steps to implement, and even better, if I'm with you, I can be the gap, the bridge that makes it all happen. So um, until next time, beauties. Um, yes, Karen, I'll send the links. I'll send it here um, because they're important to get things cracking. I'll just send them right over to you. I'll do that in a flash. But otherwise, beauties, it's been my absolute pleasure. Hand on heart. Love you all, and I'll see you real soon. I'll keep checking the questions and answering them as the day goes on. Um, and I'll be in touch, Fiona. All my love. Bye for now, beauties.